Hello everyone. Hello. As you can see, this is another weekly journey. Today I want to share about my life and work. Okay, let's start from my work. Okay. First of all, I would like to share my recent update. At the first 3 days of the week, to be honest, I'm really free. I don't have enough work to do. So I have some time to so I had some time to improve my English listening and English vocabulary. There are two websites I am using to improve my English speaking and English vocabulary. So the first 3 days, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the 3 days I didn't have enough work to do, but suddenly at the afternoon in Wednesday, I suddenly got invited to an online meeting, and the lead assigned me 4 work items. Two includes 2 bug work item and 2 story work item. One of the bug item required me to fix it as a day. At that day, I only have at that time it's 3 p.m., which means I only have 3 hours to fix the the bug. Luckily, after I tried to fix it, I figured out that it's just I figured out it's not it seems not it seems not a front-end problem issue, that it's a back-end issue. So I write a comment to the QA tester and let him to verify it with the back-end engineer. So anyway, at that point I felt nervous and I felt a little pressure under me. I have to do it before the end of the day. Luckily, I finally figured it out, and so this Friday and this Thursday, I am working on the rest 3 work items. To be honest, it's not very big work item is just minor improvements. But there is a bug work item required to discuss with the QA tester, but the QA tester cannot give me instant feedback. Anytime I try to ask her to give me a number so I can reproduce the problem. However, I cannot get the number. She always have some reasons. I don't know. Maybe there are, Thursday she was preparing a demo, which is very important. At Friday, she just answered me wait, and then I didn't got her response, no feedback. So at Friday, I tried to got my 2-story work item finished. It's just 2 components and need to add some purpose or adjust some purpose value to make it feel better. So anyway, it's not a big improvement, it's just a minor improvement. We just need to add some constant purpose or adjust some constant purpose from, for example, from 3,000 to 10,000. It's not a big deal, But I also felt that when I was using the AI agent tools to try to implement the stories, I feel that maybe it's not the AI agent's fault, but I still felt not very perfect, Maybe it's that the problem is really very simple to fix, to implement, but the AI agent can spend a long time to explore many fields and have a long think period. But I know if you let me to do it manually by myself, I can do it very simple. But even answer a simple question, the AI agent can take a long time to think, to do the process. So sometimes I feel really not very fluent with the AI agent. I think for some simple questions, you need to give me some simple answers. However, maybe it's the promote reason. Maybe the writing, the promote which I wrote is not very good. But however, I got it felt that very stupid. I expect a simple answer, but the AI agent took a long time to analyze, to think, to make it a complex answer. However, the complex answer maybe is not fit to me. I felt very not good to me. I don't like the answer. So maybe I need to take some time to adopt the AI agent. Okay. So anyway, that's my that's my work part, and let's go on to the next topic. It's about my life. Life is peaceful. I enjoy my life. I have a small family, me, my wife, and my daughter. The three people family looks enjoyable, fantastic, but sometimes we also will involved with other family members like my loving father, my loving mother, or my father and mother. There are some issues with them, and there are some topics related to them, and the topic is definitely with one important issue, that is money. Money. Yeah, we have some money relationships between the loving father, loving mother, father, mother, and we have to handle the relationships. 5 years ago, my loving father borrowed $50. Sorry. Let me try again. My loving father borrowed $50. Sorry. Let's try again. My loving father borrowed 50,000 yuan from my wife. It's 5 years ago, and after that point, he did back some money to us, but my wife still thinks that's not enough, and he still thinks that she still believes that she should buy. My loving father need back all the money to us. This is an important issue. As the 5 years ago, my loving father got some financial issues, so anyway, he borrowed some money from my wife, and after that point, my wife the relationship between my wife and my loving father is not very good. My loving father seems have flavor to my loving brother. As a result, my wife have some complaint with my loving father. My loving father and my loving mother seems don't like my child, and it let my wife feel that it's not fair to my wife and to my child. So anyway, if it's not fair to my wife and to my daughter, why we need to borrow the money to my late father and he didn't buy the money to us. So after 5 years, every time my wife tried to reminded of the issue that 5 years ago my late father borrowed some money from us, she will talk a lot and complain the relationship, the unfair issues between she and the lawyer brother. So that's an interesting thing, even the relationship between parents and child is very complicated, and why it makes the relationship become so complicated. Maybe it's the finance, the issue, the money. And there is another issue between me, the small family and the big family. My parents are the relationship between me and my parents. My wife talk about something that my mother always want to get some money from the small family, me and my wife. At the beginning of my memory, my mother took 10,000 yuan from me, and she didn't realize that after we have got the certificate of the memory, we are a family now. So if you want to take some money from me, she believes that we need to my wife believes that she need to discuss with me and my wife, because it's family money, not my personal money. But my mommy didn't realize that. And that's the second issue is as the period of the preparing memory wedding. My mommy always looks like money. She don't want to spend some money on the memory weddings and the wedding furnitures, and as a preparing period, I personally spend some money to do a memory trip, to buy some furnitures, to buy some gold decorations. So my wife feels it's unfair to us. So as a point of my memory wedding, at my pocket, I don't have enough money. I just have not more than 10,000 yuan, because that maybe I could spend 50,000 yuan as preparing wedding memories. Why it happens? Because my parents don't have enough budget, so I need to take the responsibility to add more budget from my pocket. So that's another reason why my wife is always complaining. The third point is that my wife, there is an issue that my parents got a car incident 2 years ago, and we spent 20,000 yuan. Maybe accurately is 16,000 yuan on the hospital. And after they go back home, and we have a calculation. And we told my parents that it's we spent 60,000 yuan, and my mommy gave an answer that my sister spent only 2,100 yuan to call emergency to call emergency call and take a ambulance. And at that point, my mother gave my sister 2,000 yuan, so she believes she need to give us 2,000 yuan, even though we spent 60,000 yuan. We don't want to like it. We don't like it. We spent 60,000 yuan, not 2,000 yuan. So I think it's not fair. So after that, my mommy stepped back and said that she could give us 60,000 yuan, but we refused because I think it's not fair. She don't even to give us much more. At that point is, my wife always have some eyes on my mommy that my mother eyes, there is only money, no relationships between parents and sons, no the love. So anyway, there is a problem. So anyway, these are 3 points that involved me and my parents. You also can see that the small family and my big family. I don't know why, but maybe money is more important. But it seems really sad that more and more people are trying to get money but don't know how to use it. So anyway, this is a weekly journey. Thank you. Bye bye.